Live from KSAT 12, the Nightbeat starts right now.
And people have been reaching out to KSAT for help. It has been 3 weeks since the data breach at Central Med Healthcare, and some of the clinic's patients say they're dealing with more than just potentially compromised personal information.
It's a story that the Night Team's John Paul Barajas has been following for us for the last week. And tonight, he spoke with 2 Central Med patients about how the hack is wreaking havoc on their care.
I just cried. I cried because it's ridiculous that we're having to deal with something like this.
Frustrated and concerned. It's how 2 Central Med patients say they're feeling after someone got into their healthcare provider's records.
I hate them. I'm mad.
But you're being honest.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm livid because I have to start all over.
Central Med announced what it calls a, quote, data security incident on May 17th, more than 2 weeks after the company says its systems were accessed by an unauthorized party on April 30th. Since then, Central Med says it's had limited access to its computer systems.
It's frustrating that now we can't get a copy of our records because my disability was denied because they could not give them my records.
Isabel Correa suffered a stroke last month. She's not cleared to work and doesn't know when that'll happen.
I'm a single mom. It's hard when you don't have money coming in.
Beverly Olhausen tells us she's having the same problem. She needs her records for blood work and doctor's referrals, but adds she's also worried about her personal information.
What all can they do with this? You know, they can use it for identity theft, you name it. Anything.
Central Med says several pieces of patient information may be at risk, including names, addresses, dates of birth, social security numbers, financial account information, medical records, health insurance information, diagnosis, and treatment information. That applies to both current and former patients.
And sometimes it's sold in huge bundles of data. So you may never have an issue, or 20 years from now you may have an issue. So the best thing you can do, like I said again, is make sure that you've got some sort of monitoring.
Jeff Fair is Vice President of Cybersecurity for the San Antonio Chamber of Commerce. He says once sensitive information has been exposed, it's hard to get it back. And Jeff Fair, who you just heard from, recommends looking into data monitoring services. And if you're a Central Med patient and have concerns, they do have a toll-free number for patients. It's there on your screen. That number is going to be 888-990-8424. That line is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Central Time, but not on major holidays. So patients shouldn't try calling this coming Monday on Memorial Day. I did ask Central Med for an interview earlier today, but they did not respond.
Now, and that's not the first time you've asked. You've been working on this story for a week now. What has Central Med said?
Yeah, so
what are they saying?
Yeah, we've been reaching out for a while, dating back to last Tuesday, May 14th. That day, someone responded to my email saying, quote, I will forward your email to the appropriate contacts and have them get in touch with you. I didn't hear anything else that day, so I called and left a voicemail. On the 15th, I emailed again to follow up and received a statement that said Central Med was, quote, investigating and responding to a data security incident. I sent follow-up questions based on what we heard from patients who called us for help, which the main thing was, is our personal information, our private information at risk? We didn't get a response directly until Central Med sent its press release Friday about the data breach. And again, no luck today on getting an interview to address some of these questions. We don't know how far-reaching this is. We know that they had a similar incident last June, but the impact and the magnitude of this one still undetermined.
And this is a local company. I mean, this is Central Med SA, started in San Antonio. I mean, these are local people serving local people.
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, John.
And thousands of people rely on them.
Yep.
Care. Thank you. Now, developing now, 2 teenagers in the hospital after being shot on the east side of town. That was the scene, or we're going to show it to you. It happened just over an hour ago on East Commerce Street near I-37. Now, San Antonio police say the shooting happened while they were driving in another area nearby. Officers tell us 5 people in a car playing with what officers call toy guns. They say someone from another car drove past them and started shooting. 2 teenagers both hit. They've been taken to the hospital. So right now, naturally, we have a lot of questions about who shot them and why. Of course, we'll be staying on top of the story as we work to get you more information tonight. Now we want you to take a look at this. An 11-year-old student facing charges tonight, and this is what it's connected to. The Schertz Police Department says that the student took this realistic-looking BB gun to school. Happened today at Schertz-Cibolo Universal City ISD. Officials at Wilder Intermediate School say the student there sent a picture of the BB gun to another student and said it was real. The student also mentioned that they plan to use it in a fight. That student now charged with making terroristic threats. Now, we also want to remind you that this story reminds us that we can't stress enough. If you see anything that looks suspicious, hear anything, please say something, because you could save a life. Now to a Nightbeat update. We're learning more tonight about a shooting last night in northwest Bexar County. San Antonio police officers say that they shot a man that they say was driving a stolen vehicle right towards them.
Yeah, he was hit in the head by those shots. We've since learned that that man has died. This was the scene last night on La Cantera Terrace near I-10. Police told us last night they were initially there for a different reason, but things quickly escalated, and that led to shots being fired.
My coworker's girl, his fiance, she was walking the dog literally right here while it was basically going down, and she almost got shot.
I thought it was fireworks from Six Flags at first, but then I realized, I was like, nah, fireworks don't go off till later.
Now, Police Chief Billy McManus told us last night that the officers who fired their weapons have been with the department less than a year. So now SAPD has 2 separate teams investigating this case.
Could it be mystery solved? She was on the run for 6 months. But tonight, this woman, Frida Michelle Thomas, arrested in connection to the death of an 88-year-old man from Bandera. Thomas taken into custody near the town of Okmulgee, Oklahoma. Thomas named as a suspect after Robert Isaac's body found back on November 17th in West Texas.
Parents and teachers turned out tonight at San Antonio ISD's special board meeting as trustees prepare for next month's budget vote. Now, considering all the changes and the issues at SAISD, a lot of people are interested in what will and won't be in the 2024 to 2025 budget. Now, leaders have discussed cutting jobs that haven't been filled, freezing some positions in the central office, and also decreasing some programming. That's on top of the district's plans to already close its 15 schools. Now, a number of people at tonight's meeting spoke about Lamar Elementary, which is set to close by the end of this school year.
Said that the only students that are leaving are people that have planned to move out of the district. But I'm very sad to say that I am a family that will no longer be an SAISD family as of Thursday.
I think my kids and every kid in this district deserve a better shot. I believe every person that works for your district deserves a better shot.
The district is scheduled to host its final budget workshop this Wednesday. That's going to start at 5:30 in the boardroom at district headquarters, and then the board is expected to vote on the budget next month. Now, officials at San Antonio ISD campus are trying to pick up the pieces after falling victim to vandals. In a letter to parents, the principal at Steele Montessori Academy said that vandals are the very reason why the building's air conditioning isn't working properly, even in this heat. So they sent that letter to parents. It went on to say that crews are working to repair the damage as quickly as possible. So in the meantime, the principal says, quote, "We are exploring temporary solutions to ensure the comfort and safety of our students and staff during this period, to include moving some classes to the gym and also others outside. And we also want to assure you that the safety and well-being of our students remains our top priority," end quote.
Some scary moments in Medina Valley today after a school bus crash. You see it right there, what looks like a Tahoe and that school bus coming together. Luckily, no one seriously hurt. Happened at 211 and Briggs Ranch. A spokesperson for Medina Valley ISD tells us the bus was carrying students from Loma Alta Middle School at the end of the day at the time of the accident. Crews say everyone on the bus checked out by EMS on scene. No one was sent to the hospital. Tonight, it's not clear exactly what caused this crash. She was arrested back in 2020, accused of intoxication manslaughter. Today, Mariana Campos Jimenez pleaded guilty as part of a last-minute plea deal. She admitted to driving drunk, causing the accident that killed 44-year-old Gabriel Gallegos. She's set to be sentenced tomorrow, is looking at probation to a maximum of 12 years in prison.
The body of a 5-year-old boy was found in a ravine in Colorado, but Dominic Aguilar Acevedo was killed here in San Antonio. And the man accused of beating him to death, Daniel Garcia, was his mother's boyfriend. Happening tomorrow, Garcia's trial is going to begin. Testimony is going to begin around 10:30 in the morning. You could watch the live stream on KSAT Plus and KSAT's YouTube page. You can also get caught up on the case right now on KSAT.com.
It is hard to believe, but it's been nearly 2 years since the tragedy at Robb Elementary in Uvalde. 19 students, 2 teachers gunned down. In the midst of such a helpless situation, people lined up across South Texas to donate blood in the victims' honors. In remembrance of Robb Elementary, a special shirt will be made available to blood donors in the South Texas Blood and Tissue Donor Store. Donors redeem their points for a United for Uvalde shirt. Proceeds go towards the Uvalde Strong Fund through the San Antonio Area Foundation to support the survivors, honor the victims and their families, and to support the Uvalde community. Donors can redeem points for a shirt through May 31st.
Now, Texas Senator Ted Cruz proposing federal legislation to protect in vitro fertilization. That move would block states that ban IVF from receiving Medicaid funding. Of course, you know, this comes months after the Alabama Supreme Court ruled that frozen embryos should be considered children. Under that ruling, destroying an embryo would make clinics liable for wrongful death. By the way, the Texas Supreme Court also being asked to take up a case involving IVF and the potential rights of frozen embryos.
If you drive a Honda, this next story is for you. More than 187,000 Ridgeline trucks have been recalled due to a rear-view camera issue. That recall is in effect for Honda Ridgeline pickup trucks with model years 2020 through 2024. According to reports, the camera might fail in cold weather, and that could lead to accidents. Honda says it's received hundreds of claims about the issue, but so far no injuries or deaths. Coming up next on the Nightbeat, taking a trip this Memorial Day. Well, if so, there are some things you're going to need to know about before you hit the road or head to the airport. We've got you covered.
Plus, stick around for this because we have a story you don't want to miss. Last night on the Nightbeat, we introduced you to a special man who's getting a second chance at life thanks to his brother's generosity. And now he has a message for you, the KSAT 12 viewers. And it's next on the Nightbeat.
And chances are you've heard it before. Click it or ticket. The Texas Department of Transportation teaming up with local law enforcement officers across the state to remind everyone on the roads to buckle up. Anyone caught without a seatbelt fastened could get a hefty fine, especially between now and June 2nd. This all coincides with the busy Memorial Day travel week. And if you're planning on hitting the road or heading to the skies, experts say you are not alone. In fact, AAA estimates nearly 44 million people will travel 50 miles or more this holiday.
We're expecting the second busiest Memorial Day weekend of air travel since we started tracking at the beginning of the century.
So when should you head out? Experts say before 11 a.m. on Thursday or after 7 on Friday, and return home after 7 p.m. on Monday night, the best time to be driving. Airports expected to be super crowded, so if you're flying, be sure to give yourself plenty of time to check in and get through security.
It's been a long 9 years. Do not give up. Keep your head up. There's hope out there.
Oh, and tonight we are sending our love to that special man, Ricardo Valderrama, and his family. They're so sweet. Last night, you saw the community gather together for a fundraiser to help Ricardo pay for his partial liver transplant. We should mention that Ricardo's brother is donating part of his organ for him, which is awesome. The operation is tomorrow morning. It's actually going to happen in about 7 hours. A few hours ago, we spoke with Ricardo and his wife, Hope. They're a little nervous, but they're feeling good about tomorrow. So we just wanted to wish them luck and let them know that we're going to be thinking about them. And I told Ricardo that we're going to do a story on him as he recovers.
Yeah, absolutely.
As we get out, because he's just done a lot for the community. He's been married to his wife for more than 30 years. They've got 2 wonderful kids, and we just want to send him luck.
Ricardo, you got this.
Yes.
Plus, Hope is out there. His wife's name is Hope.
Right?
What better name? You know,
exactly.
What better example do you need right there?
Meant to be.
Sign.
Meant to be.
It is.
Exactly.
Now, did you notice the extra haze in the sky today?
Big time.
Right? And it's that kind of milky blue color that we have. And if you take some of the flyover ramps, those really tall ones, you're not seeing the same landmarks way off in the distance because of the smoke in the air. Here's a good example. Here's our time lapse from our live cam. And normally you can see downtown very well. You could just barely make out the outline here earlier today. And even this evening, it was hard to see it before the sunset. That's a result of that smoke in the air from the annual agricultural burning down in southern Mexico and parts of Central America. Every year, they start the fires and then the smoke will get carried our way, and that's what we're seeing. The thickest smoke right now over the Gulf of Mexico, but we still have some noticeable amounts up above us in our sky. And as we go forward the rest of this week, you'll still notice that haze, I think a little bit more so tomorrow, and then it's going to linger around for the remainder of the work week because of the lower level winds steering that smoke up here into Texas and even other parts of the Gulf coastline. Biggest impact, more vibrant sunrises and sunsets like this one that we had yesterday. And even this evening was a little more vibrant. You may notice a little extra enhancement to the color of the sunrise and sunset. That's because of the smoke in the air. So it gives us one little benefit, if there are any. I guess it's better at sunrise and sunset. Temperature-wise, the rest of this week, 95 to 98. It feels like July. The average high temperature in July is 96 and August is 97. It's feeling like summertime. Now, we don't have triple digits in the forecast yet, not officially, for San Antonio. The average first 100-degree day, June 26. The earliest it's ever happened, this is the exception, February 21st, back in 1996. And the latest we've ever had our first triple-digit day, September 6, 2021. You make it to September without a triple-digit day, you think you've made it the whole season. That wasn't the case in 2021. Important to note, there were 23 years on record where we didn't even hit triple digits. And people looked at our temperatures today and even over the weekend thinking, oh boy, is this a sign of what's to come this summer? 96 today, 100 degrees along the Rio Grande. It doesn't really have a bearing on what's to come this summer. Think of it this way. Last summer, with all of our heat records and 75, 100-degree days, May was actually a little below average. This May is running about 4 degrees above average. Upper level high, it's influencing our weather right now. The big blue H that we're all familiar with, it's centered just south of us in Mexico, but close enough to be pressing down, heating us up, and keeping us high and dry across the state. That will break down a little bit in the days to come, but we're not going to get a good disturbance like the one you see here in the Four Corners region. However, not tomorrow, but starting Wednesday, we open the door for some daily isolated storm chances. Tomorrow morning, low gray clouds to start the day, the usual. 77 degrees at 7 a.m. By 5 o'clock, we're up to 96 again with that humid southeasterly breeze. Del Rio tomorrow, 104. Pleasanton, 98. 93 in Helotes. And Von Ormy at 97. Notice those 20% chances. Just isolated pop-up afternoon storms are possible daily starting Wednesday all the way through the upcoming holiday weekend. And here's our live cam. You know, earlier in the day, you could really see, you can actually still tell there's a bit of haze in the sky from that smoke. It's just one of the annual issues we have to deal with around here every May.
Thank you.
All right, there's a high school baseball rivalry we're going to talk to. Two teams that really want to go to state.
Yeah, they do. So right now we're going to focus on Reagan, though. And you know when the baseball playoffs come around in Class 6A, that Reagan High School is always going to make a deep playoff run. Coming up, they're getting ready for the regional semifinals when they're going to take on O'Connor. And Caitlin Clark rolled an ankle tonight, but she kept on playing. Coming up.
Since I've been a freshman, I mean, really since 6th grade, I've always dreamed about going to Dell Diamond and not just necessarily going there, but winning it all. And I know my season's not a success unless I have a ring on my finger and it's saying #1 from a state championship. So that's my biggest goal.
The Reagan Rattlers baseball team is on a mission to bring home a program first state crown, but next order of business is getting through O'Connor in big board sports. 3 weeks ago, Victor Wembanyama was named the Rookie of the Year, and today he was named to the 2023-24 NBA All-Rookie First Team. Wemby led all rookies in scoring, rebounds, and blocks per game this season. He's the second rookie in NBA history to lead the league in blocks at 3.58 per contest, and with 254 total blocks. Manute Bol was the first in 1985-86 to do that. Wembanyama becomes the 12th player in Spurs franchise history to be named All-Rookie and the first to receive first-team honor since Kawhi in 2000. 2011 and 12. So here's a look at the NBA All-Rookie First Team. Wemby and Chet Holmgren are the two unanimous choices. They're joined by Brandon Miller, Jaime Jaquez Jr., and Brandon Podziemski. The NBA All-Defensive Team will be announced tomorrow at 1 p.m. local time, and Wemby should be on that. Indiana Fever rookie Caitlin Clark did not let a twisted left ankle stop her from playing tonight. It happened on this play in the second quarter against the Connecticut Sun. Clark went down to the court in obvious pain and stayed down as play continued. Her teammate Aaliyah Boston checked on her and then implored the ref to stop the game right after the Suns scored. Play was stopped and she eventually walked off the court under her own power. Now look again in slow motion as she rolls the ankle while trying to defend. She missed the final 5 minutes or so in the second quarter, but returned the play in the second half. Fourth quarter, Fever down 2 when Clark drives in for a layup, tying this at 82-all with just about a minute to go. But the Sun would prevail and win 88-84. Clark had 17 points. Her teammate Nalissa Smith had 13 points and 6 rebounds. The Reagan baseball team opened their last 2 playoff series with losses, but battled back to win both and advanced to the regional semifinals for the 4th time in 6 seasons. Most recently, the Rattlers overcame New Braunfels 4-2 in an elimination game in the Class 6A Region 4 quarters, proving once again they can handle the pressures of the postseason.
The energy and the intensity that they play with is a big advantage for our team, and you know we feel that if we could play with that energy and intensity for 7 innings, that whoever we're playing is not going to be able to keep up in that facet, and at some point we're going to have a chance to win.
We fight, we give it our all, and we're just going to go out there every play, every pitch. We're going to win that pitch.
Even when like Round Rock, we were down 5-0. We weren't sulking, we weren't crying, we weren't doing none of that. We were still hyped, and Game 2, we run with them, so I think we just keep the same high energy like we've been doing all year, and we'll keep winning.
Reagan is playing with a chip on their shoulder. While the squad boasts playoff experience, the program has yet to break the threshold of winning a championship. The Rattlers have finished 2nd in state 4 times in the last 9 years.
Every season we start with the same goal. We break it out with what are we working for? State championship, and we mean that. And me being a leader, and I have the most experience on this team, and I'm just trying to lead these guys in the right direction. Whether I'm going 0 for 4 or having 4 for 4 hit for the cycle, I got one job, and that's being a leader. And at the end of the day, if I'm having a bad day but my team's winning, then that's all they need me to do is lead them. So that's what I'm going to do.
Battles on the Rattlers team will continue their quest against O'Connor in the regional semifinals beginning at 7 o'clock Thursday at NISD Field number 2. The San Antonio Brahmas met with area kids today after the break. After wrapping up a playoff berth yesterday, the San Antonio Brahmas were greeted with screams and cheers this afternoon, and not by a bunch of face-painted fans. A couple of players and head coach Wade Phillips went out to Idea Harvey E. Najum School to chat with students and share their love for football. They played games and turned the lights down for a quick story time, which Coach Wade and the players really enjoyed being a part of.
Yeah, it's great. We're part of the community. We want to do all we can, so it's a great atmosphere here.
We love when the kids still love to play the game that we grew up loving. And, you know, a lot of people did what we're doing right now for me. You know, I got to see a bunch of these guys, whether it was when I was young or it was high school, college kids. You know, getting to see people that you look up to come and visit you, get to talk to you. It changes your whole life.
The Brahmas will be back at the Alamo Dome this weekend, hosting the undefeated Birmingham Stallions on Sunday at 2 p.m. And I loved seeing those kids jumping around.
They were so excited.
Yes. No, I like the kid mugging for the camera. Like after he made the shot, he turned around.
Yep.
Yeah, that was great.
That would have been you if you were that
Would
age.
have been.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's what I still do for a living. I mean, come on. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much for staying up with us tonight. Please stay cool this week.
Have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.